Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. So great to see you. It's a beautiful day. Let's start this service with song. Bring out your big voice.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing in the moonlit nights with your lover. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's a season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, it's a reason. There's a reason for the warm sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under His loving embrace, and feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow like the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. Then you'll know what I mean, it's a season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. Then you'll know what I mean, it's a reason. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's a season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, it's a reason.
Morning. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Rob Ekman, and I am your service host this morning. And I want to remind all of us that the Salt Lake City Center for Spiritual Living is where transformation happens. That's us. This center is a spiritual community where everyone is welcome. If you're joining us online via our virtual love stream, please type in where you're joining us from so that we can note that and welcome you. And whether you're in person or in online, I know that you will experience a blessing here with us today. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy of daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among all religions. We honor all pathways by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness to help make this beautiful world a better place. We know that we are all on the perfect, and that we are all perfect, whole, and complete, each of us on our own road to greater and greater success. Our practitioner holding high watch this morning is Hildreth Ferris. This means that throughout our service, Hildreth will be in prayer for us, knowing the greatest good is unfolding for each of us here today. And our prayer practitioner this morning is Jim Ferris. Wherever you're joining us from, I would like to invite you to recommit to our center's spiritual purpose, repeating with me We are an open, welcoming community, celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and nurturing our journeys of spiritual discovery. Thank you. As always, I'm going to share the announcements with you, but remember that you can always find more information about what's going on at the center on our website, which is at www.spirituallyfree.org. Well done. Today, Reverend Cindy will be sharing her message with us entitled Power, Purpose, and Passion. One thing, just one. Our special musical guests today are our beloved Mindy Dillard, along with Holly Kirsten. We're so happy to have you both back with us this morning. Yay. If you're joining us for the very first time, I'd like to invite you to please raise your hand so that we can acknowledge you and welcome you here to the center. Anyone here for the first time? All old timers here. Yay. Oh, there is one. Hello. Hello, I'm sorry. I was scanning the audience. Hi, welcome. Welcome. We're so happy you're here.
Excuse the pointing.
Yeah, yeah, right. We don't always point. Thank you for being here today. On the concierge desk outside, there's some information that you might find useful, as well as a issue of Science of Mind magazine, which is full of wonderful articles and daily affirmations that I think are just priceless. All right, announcements. Happy anniversary, Reverend Cindy and Bren. Today is their wedding anniversary of how many years? 6 and 12. 6 goes into 12. That's awesome. Congratulations. We're so happy for you. It's nice to see you on the front row right here with this Bren. Mm-hmm. Once a year, and this is it. I want to quickly acknowledge the great success and joy that our Friends, Fun, and Family fundraiser has been bringing. In the last week alone, I think I've seen pictures online of a gathering at Carol Harris's house with her son Nick, learning and seeing some beautiful, beautiful native wild birds, as well as an incredible tour of the Masonic Temple yesterday with Drew that included hamburgers and hot dogs afterwards. And there's more coming. So it's really exciting to see all of the fun that everybody's having, and this is exactly what we had wanted this fundraiser to be. So thank you all for your participation and involvement. All right, work announcements. This Friday, the 15th at 7, the House of Prayers for All People will present a Rosh Hashanah New Year celebration. I think I added a syllable there. Rosh Hashanah. Close enough. I'm sorry. New Year celebration here at the center, and this is being hosted by our dear friends, Reb Alan Bachman and his lovely wife, Andelin, the band Desert Wind. Yes. Yes. Hello, Andelin. Yay. This will take place here on the 15th, this Friday at 7, and it will include presentations by several interfaith leaders and special guests from the community. And this is being presented online and in person. On the 17th, we have a workshop called Passion and Purpose Hacks with Reverend Verona Garland. We all remember her when she visited us a few months ago. Your life is overflowing with hacks. Some are work and some are hilarious failures, but they're all worth trying. Are you ready to discover your unique, bespoke hacks of passion and purpose? Join us on September 17th after the service at 12:30, and a light lunch will be served as well. Then starting on September 21st at 7 p.m. for 5 weeks, Reverend Joan Stedman and Reverend Cindy will co-host a virtual class called Living Untethered. This is based on Michael Singer's latest book called Living Untethered, and we will learn simple ways to unhook from the past, liberating ourselves from limited thinking and emotional patterns that have held us captive from experiencing our own empowered lives. On Saturday the 16th, there's a couple of fun things going on. First of all, there's a free screening of a new documentary called Gratitude Revealed, Catching the Wave. The screening is at 3 p.m. It is free to attend. You do need to RSVP for tickets, and it will take place at the Tessman Auditorium at the City Library downtown. Then that evening, come back here to the center where we are hosting our first open mic night. Yes. Yes, in advance, give yourselves a hand for being here and for presenting to us, whether you are a musician, a poet, a comic, or a performance artist of any kind. You're welcome to perform here for each other and for the audience. This event will take place at 6:30. There will be refreshments, and it is open to, no, I wrote to children of all ages. I think that means all of you too. I think so. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. That's on Monday the 18th?
Monday the 18th.
Okay, I'm sorry. Monday the 18th here, same time, 6:30. On September 25th, our practitioners Lana Cairns and Selena Ball will offer an 8-week in-person course called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Using Deepak Chopra's book by the same name, we'll develop a deeper understanding of our own true nature by embodying these laws, which are the law of pure potentiality, the law of giving and receiving, the law of karma or cause and effect, the law of least effort, the law of intention and desire, the law of detachment, and the law of dharma or purpose of life. This is an in-person class, and it is a prerequisite for practitioner studies. There's more information about other upcoming events on our website, including sound baths with Shanti and a live concert featuring Broadway performer Charles Holt that will be taking place here, and more information about those events can also be found on our concierge table and online. All right. This center is grounded on and founded in prayer. This helps us deal with whatever comes our way, and it creates a positive experience for us regardless of our conditions or our situations. We have a team of nearly a dozen professional prayer practitioners who have trained for years in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they are ready to pray for you and with you. You can visit with them. You can meet with them for a quick prayer right after the service in the room across the hall. You can also write a prayer request and put it in the prayer box in the lobby and also online. And when you do so, these practitioners will all be in prayer for you all week long. And that's some powerful stuff. So consider that as our invitation to really connect with one of the most important things we do here at the Center for Spiritual Living. Now, I invite you to all take a deep breath, relax in your seats, and allow Jim's reading and centering music to take us to that sacred space within, and then Jim will lead us in prayer.
Glad to see you all here, all those smiling faces. I have a story to tell you. Today's reading is adapted from last month's Science of Mind magazine, and it's called Creating a Life of Purpose by Reverend Dr. Ron Fox. All of us have a purpose. Our purpose is our birthright, waiting for us to uncover it. Years ago, I worked with an executive who had been laid off. He was hesitant to seek new employment, even though he had earned a great salary. When I asked him why he was hesitant, he replied, "I hate what I do. It has no meaning for me." So we worked on helping him find meaningful employment. When he began to feel his purpose, his entire outlook on life changed. His wife told me she felt like she had the man she married back in her life. We each have a purpose, and there is a power within us that can help us achieve it. Even if we haven't succeeded in the past, we can have a better tomorrow. While we can't change the past, certainly we can have a better tomorrow. Ernest Holmes put it succinctly: we have the right to choose what we wish to experience. I'll end with a quote from Howard Thurman. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive.
I will make a quiet place, a quiet place within my heart, and I will open to my God, open to my God. I will make a quiet place, a quiet place within my mind, and I will open to my God, open to my God. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place, a quiet place within my life, and I will open to my God, open to my God, and I will open to my God, open to my God.
Opening my heart, my mind, my soul to the Spirit of life that lives within me and all around me in this room, in this virtual room, expanding out into all creation. This is the vortex of life that I feel. It gives me passion for life, the goodness of my community, my township, my world. For we are all lights, shining that one inner self that is light, beauty, passion, and power. I am grateful for this incredible life force that gives me all I need. I am one with it. I feel it coursing through my veins as I feel it in the eyes of people I meet, whether I know them or I don't. It's living in and all around me. And we share it together here today, celebrating life and the wonder and the awe of this good. I am so grateful for the volunteers that help put this service together, the incredible musicians and their wondrous talent that pulls us together to sing out into the world our light, our love, and our life. This powerful force lives in me and you and everyone, and all creatures, great and small. With deep gratitude, together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Jim. When I heard what the theme was for this month, I thought of this wonderful song by one of our band members and fellow songwriters. Aren't we lucky we have songwriters in our band? This is really a perfect song for this month. It's called Follow Your Heart, written by Leslie Monroe. It's really easy to sing, so don't be afraid. Sing along.
The air is fresh, the sun is rising into the blue. A new horizon's calling from the distance to you. So many roads to take, both straight and bending round. Each with treasures waiting patiently to be found. You take a breath to slow your racing mind and dream of what's ahead, not what you're leaving behind. Making this up as you go along, remembering these wise words like a song. Listen to the beat of your heart. It will show you the way when you can't see a thing. Listen from wherever you are, and you'll find joy and peace in the answers when you follow your heart. They say there's room to grow outside the comfort zone. Hear the whisper saying you are not alone. Notice the illusion of uncertainty. But if you need assurance while you're breaking free, listen to the beat of your heart. It will show you the way when you can't see a thing. Listen from wherever you are, and you'll find joy and peace in the answers when you follow your heart. You may hear the louder voices collide, but you can trust the still small voice inside. So listen to the beat of your heart. It will show you the way when you can't see a thing. Listen from wherever you are, and you'll find joy and peace in the answers when you follow your heart. You'll find joy and peace when you follow your heart. When you follow
Great song, Leslie. All right, it's my privilege to introduce our special music today. Again, one of our favorites, and the epitome of bliss for this guy up here is harmony in the music. The vocal harmonies you'll hear out of these two beautiful singer-songwriters is really something to witness. Let's welcome back Mindy Dillard and Kirsten.
Hi, everyone. How you doing? We're so glad to be here today. Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, this is great to be back. Can you guys feel fall kind of coming along? It's coming, right? It's kind of beautiful out, though, you know? All right, so I've got 2 brand new songs for you today. I'm really excited. Not a lot of people have heard these ones, and in fact, I was going to do other songs, but then I decided to do like even newer songs. So this one, like a month or 2 ago, I was really in a down place. I was really just upset because I was out of work, and I was like trying to figure out life, and I was like just kind of lashing out at people, and including like my friend Holly a little bit. And so we were texting, and then like we were talking, and then you were like, let's go on like a trip, you know, because she has this thing she does where she has like this imagination, this imaginative portal in her head, and then like she can go on trips. So we started taking trips in the portal where then we would describe all the things we were doing, the things we were eating, like to like cool places. Like we went to Italy, you know, because like my family's from Italy, and it was very fun. And so I decided that, you know, I thank you for. Yeah. Thank you for showing me the portal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Everybody needs a portal.
You guys should try this. It was really fun. It continues to be fun. And now my kids, you know, they know Holly, and they're like, hey, Holly, can we go in the portal in your head? And it's kind of hilarious. So anyway, this song is called The Sanctuary. I will take your fears and cradle them. I will hold your sorrows for a while and share my wings, my wings. Fly with me through the magic portal, limitless adventures to be found. You can see my dreams, my dreams. This bluebird beckons me to go, calls fervently with her song. So bust out of the prison that's inside you. Move outside the tangle of your doubts. What vision do you see? You see. Walk through the wide open door to the sanctuary. The door is here in your heart. To the sanctuary. To the sanctuary. Nothing is forbidden in the portal. You are always gorgeous and again. I want you to feel free. Feel free. This bluebird beckons you to come, calls fervently with her song. Walk through the wide open door to the sanctuary. To the sanctuary. The door is here through yourself. To the sanctuary. To the sanctuary. I will take your fears and cradle them. I will hold your sorrows for a while. Thank you. So also another inspiration for that was, do you know that Rumi poem? Why stay in prison when the door is so wide open? That was also in there. Anyway, thanks everyone. That was the debut. I've never done that. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Holly. The portal. I've gone some wonderful places in my portal. And one place is this sanctuary right here. So, welcome, everyone. It's great to see you. I know that we're having a very busy weekend, aren't we? This community, we've been running around since Friday night with all these wonderful events. And this month, our theme is with passion comes purpose. And today, as you heard, my talk title is Power, Purpose, and Passion, One Thing, Just One. So last week, I spoke about our superpowers. I know some of you have been thinking about that all week long. What is my superpower? And we all have them. That's the bottom line. We all have them. Sometimes we don't recognize them, but we all have them. I also spoke about our life structures, those fundamental areas of life that sometimes call us for further growth and exploration. But today, I want us to focus on one thing. So you might be wondering, well, Reverend Cindy, one thing, but you said power, purpose, and passion. So which one thing are we talking about here? You'll know in a little while as I run through my talk. So, have any of you ever had many plates going at one time? Oh, I see hand back there. Yes, Robert. Yes. Never? No. That's the way life is, right? In fact, I know a lot of people that can be superstitious, that think when one thing happens, it ends up being three things. That sometimes these challenges and big life changes occur not one at a time, but many at a time. So that's why I wanted to focus on one thing. Because I've had the experience of juggling many plates over and over and over. Not even just within my own life, in my work life, in my family life. In every part of my life, practically, things are just happening at the same time. And what I have found is the more I allow myself to slow down and focus on one thing, that this automatic grace takes over and handles that one thing at a time. I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So, we all know that life can be filled with distractions. So the minute we start focusing on one thing, what happens? Something else comes in to try to grab your attention. But there's a way we can deal with that. And one of those ways is by really honing in on our passions. So I have a few stories for you of people that have done just that. The first one is our wonderful Food, Fun, and Friends event on Friday night in Carol's backyard. Now, before I go on, I just want to thank all of you that have been involved, all of the hosts. I'm looking at Nancy, Gail, Rick, Myrna, Therrell's with the kids. A lot of us, Ruth, Robert, if I missed your name, please, Drew, Rob, there's all of us that have either donated these events that have happened already. In fact, I think this weekend was also a poker night, wasn't there? Yeah? Okay. Gail, yes, thank you. And there's still many events to come. And I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. Lana, bocce night. So these events have been such a great way for us to hang out as a community, to have fun. They've also raised a great number of funds for our community. So I am just forever grateful. And the good news is it's gone so well, I'm sure it's going to be happening again next year. So back to Friday night. So we all gathered in Carol's backyard, and her wonderful son, Nick, he came with these 3 fabulous birds. I wanted to talk about Nick because he's been working with birds for over 20 years. Was it 4 birds? Oh, I missed one. Oh, okay. Thank you, Linda. Anyway, these birds were amazing, but this is how Nick started. He decided to interview his mentor for a book report in elementary school. Do all of you remember when I've talked about purpose before that I've said you want to go back to your childhood and think about those things that really caught your attention as a child? So here's Nick. He does a book report. He ends up volunteering for the World of Flight bird show at Utah's Hogle Zoo. He ends up working his way up until he is the lead trainer. So remember, this is an elementary school student that found his passion. Now, yes, I'm sure there were times in his life that he thought, well, maybe I should be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer or something like that. But yet, Nick followed his passion. So he now owns his own company called Longbird Incorporated, where he does tours, avian encounters, educational presentations, television and film productions. We were very fortunate on Friday night, weren't we? It really was a magical night to be with these beautiful, beautiful birds. Now, I'm talking about Nick because I really think that he is a perfect example of power, purpose, and passion. And like I said before, when we focus on one thing, so what did he do? He honed in on that one thing that he was really passionate about. And where did that take him? It took him to his purpose, which is quite powerful. If you ever spend any time with Nick, you'll know just how powerful he is because he is so excited about his passion and what he does. The way he presents, the power that he brings to leading these beautiful birds, because it is a relationship. He allows them to fly away, and he trusts and he knows that they're going to come back to him. It really is amazing. Go to his website if you want to know more about him. So that's Nick. I just think it's amazing that a book report led to his career. So, when I talk about power, passion, and purpose, what I'm actually saying is one thing because they intertwine. So here's that one thing that I'm talking about. He focused in on his passion. It pulled him into his purpose. And in turn, he does what he does in a very powerful way. So they really are one and the same. The 3 Ps. Power, passion, and purpose. I know this for my life. Because I can't even put together the journey. I couldn't have written my story back then as to how I'm standing here in Utah, of all places. Living out my passion, my purpose, with power. So I have another soul that I want to talk about. And I'm sure a lot of you heard about her this week. Her name is Coco Gauff. Does anyone know about Coco? Right? So a few hands. Let me tell you about her. So Coco is all of 19 years old. And yesterday she won the women's singles U.S. Open. All right? U.S. Open? U.S. tennis, right. So she is the youngest to win since Serena Williams. And here's another example. She began playing tennis at age 6. And she thought to herself, well, I love this, it's fun, but I'm not that good because I don't want to practice. Because I just want to have fun with my friends. So here's this little girl playing tennis, and a couple years later, she has an aha moment at 8 years old. She realizes, oh, I'm quite good at this. I want to practice this. I want to win at this. I want to do this for the rest of my life. 8 years old. Now, what really caught my attention was a quote that I couldn't find, so I'm going to paraphrase it. This young woman, this week when she was playing, there was a little bit of controversy. The player that she was playing was taking a long time in between sets. And she said to the judge, that's not okay. And the judge didn't really care. Anyway, she got through it. She won. And what does the media do? Oh, they want to jump in on that drama, right? So they jump in and they ask her about it. And she says, this wasn't a challenge for me. People in the world that don't know where their next meal is coming from. People in the world that don't know how they're going to pay their rent. Those are people that have challenges. I am blessed. I get to play this game that I love and do what I love and love what I do and get paid for it. So isn't that amazing from a 19-year-old? What maturity. When she was asked about her life, she said, I wasn't much of a team person. I just loved tennis. I was so about it initially, and I didn't want to practice. She just wanted to play with her friends. When she turned 8, like I said, she played a little more, and after that, she decided this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. Isn't that inspiring? So, when I was much younger, I can say that my mom really supported me to be an artist. She didn't say, oh no, you need to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. She supported me in loving art. So I did it all the time and I got quite good at it. What I realized when I got older is that writing and showing up in this kind of venue is also a creative process that I love. So when we have young people in our lives, let's support them in whatever it is. Whatever it is they want to be, whatever it is that they love, that's what I want to do for the young people that I'm around. So, I know that Coco's going to make a big difference in the world, and one of her quotes is, at the end of the day, the impact I leave on another person is probably going to be bigger than any trophy I can win. So just think about this. Can following your passion change the world? The answer is yes. So maybe it's not going to change the world in the way a few people change the world, like the Gandhis and Martin Luther Kings of the world. However, our footprint, our thumbprint, the times that we show up for each other. That's what makes an impact. So back to power, purpose, and passion, just one thing. Brendan and I watched a show called, it's a Netflix docuseries called Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zone. Has anybody seen that? Yeah, really good. If you haven't seen it, amazing. So there are more than just this one thing that make an impact to Living to 100, but the one that I want to talk about is, of course, purpose. That was one of the secrets. So when you wake up in the morning and you are excited about what you do because you're doing it with a purpose, what a difference than when you wake up and think, oh, another day? I mean, right there, that quantum flip will change your life and extend your life. So, in Japan, they call it ikigai. It's a concept that combines the terms iki, meaning alive or life, and gai, meaning benefit or worth. When combined, these terms mean giving your life worth, meaning, and purpose. In Costa Rica, by the way, and in Costa Rica is the place where there was the most centenarians, and they are amazing. There was a cowboy, 100-year-old cowboy, getting on his horse every day. He looked like he was early 70s. Amazing people. The other thing about these people in this documentary is they didn't have dementia and Alzheimer's. They didn't have these diseases that we're so accustomed to in this Western world. So in Costa Rica, they call it Plan de Vida, which is a Costa Rican idea meaning soul's purpose. I love that. It's often translated as why I wake up in the morning. So, I have an assignment for you all. The assignment is when you're thinking about those to-do lists, those responsibilities, those challenges, those things that are on our plate, that when you wake up, I want you to ask yourself this question. What's mine to do just for this day? You wake up and you ask yourself, what is mine to do just today? Let's simplify this. Just take it to one thing. Just one. By the way, I just have to acknowledge that it's our anniversary, as you heard. And whenever I think about my wife, what I think about is I couldn't be me without her. Because she is the one that supported me wholeheartedly as I entered into ministerial school and I followed my path. So, thank you, honey. And this is the one day a year that when she's here in the sanctuary, she'll be sitting up front. We had a deal for the day, so. Anyway, I love you. Happy anniversary. I want to leave you with this quote. It's from Science of Mind magazine, June 2021, from Reverend Edward V. Hoon. You have the innate ability to love and create. You have the power within you to become passionate about whatever you pay close attention to. No matter how you choose to use this infinite storehouse of power within us, notice how it comes to life when you're loving and giving attention to anything around you. When we become interested in something, life responds by igniting passion, excitement, and enthusiasm within us. Let's pray. I like to start my prayer with a nice deep breath. And as we breathe in, taking a moment to be grateful. Grateful for this day, grateful for love, for anniversaries. Grateful for these amazing examples, for Nick and his birds, for Coco and her athleticism and wisdom of a 19-year-old. Grateful for this community that has been here for over 50 years now, and for all the beloveds that come back, that tune in. Grateful for this beautiful place that we get to call our sanctuary, our home base, the place that we come to connect, to see the passion and purpose and power within each other's eyes. And I am most grateful to know that there is only one power, one presence, one love. It's in everything. It's everywhere. It's in every star, every moon, every sun, every nebula, every universe. It's in the ground we stand upon and the seats that we sit. It's in every moment of light, every moment of darkness, every musical note, and every silent moment in between. It's simply everywhere all the time. Omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. So knowing that is the truth, I claim and know that this oneness is as close as our breath, our skin, our bones, our organs. It's in every cell and atom within us. It's in every word that downloads to say at this prayerful time. It's in every beautiful soul that is watching us online, either now or later on. It's in every soul on this planet, every animal. There's no place that God is not. There's no place that Spirit is not. There's no place that love is not. So knowing this as our truth, as my truth, as all of our truth, whatever is happening, those circumstances, life, when life happens, this oneness is at the center of it all, always and forever. Sometimes we don't even recognize it, but it's there. We are never alone in this life. We are always guided by this power and presence. We just open our hearts to be in alignment with this power, with this pooling of what is ours to do on this day. So for those that are wanting prayer for wholeness, energy, For those of us that have loved ones that have had diagnoses, challenges physically in this physical body of ours, we hold them knowing that their soul is perfect and pristine, always and forever, and that their body temples can have a miraculous healing in this instant. Or whatever their journey is calling for, we hold and know the best and brightest for each of them, including our very own Katie. We know for her there is love present in her heart, in her soul, in her life, in all of us that love her so. And for you, my beloveds in this room, if you are not feeling 100%, I know for you that our body temples are these miraculous temples that we get to live in, and we treat them with such love by getting up each day and asking what is ours to do, by feeding ourselves such nutrient-dense, wonderful foods that give us energy to do what we are called to do. And for those of us that are holding this world, this planet, with all the natural disasters that happen, fires and hurricanes and flooding and all of those things that have happened all over the world, Greece and China and many places on this planet that are having these kind of challenges, we know that these challenges actually bring the communities together to help each other, to love each other, to share the goods with each other so that no one goes without. This is what I know. This is what I hold for our planet and for all of us. We share, we give. And right now I'm going to give you some moments to say your own name and say the names of the beloveds that you are holding in prayer on this day. Michael, Anna, Sanford, Joanne, Kimberly, Madeline, Karen, all the people that I pray with. Just letting those names continue to roll out, because that prayer vortex that we have created in this room, the ears are open, those inner ears are open. Oneness, power, presence hears the requests, and the answer is always yes. So in this moment, I am thankful for the yes. I am thankful for answered prayer, knowing that it sometimes is unrecognizable because it's so much more than we even asked for. So as I release this time, this prayerful time into the law, into the fertile soil that always produces, we just surrender it and know that it is done. All is well. All is good. And please join me by acknowledging these prayers by saying, and so it is. Amen. Ashe.
I am so blessed.
Thank you, everyone. So it's that time where we get to practice one of our practices. And that's the practice of being generous, of sharing all that we have. So I like to say it this way. We can't accept more if our palms are closed. We have to let it go. So let go of what works for you. If you want to stretch yourself, I invite you to do so. If you have not given before, I invite you to do so. We are grateful for every dollar, for every check, for every handful of coins that might come in to our baskets. Because you know what we do with this money? We pay the rent. We have money for our musical program. for special speakers, for events. So thank you. Yes, and for me. Thank you, ushers. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Gail. So I invite you to outstretch your heart through your hands and repeat after me. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so grateful to give from the overflow. We are so blessed. And so it is. Thank you.
So let's hear some more from Mindy and Holly.
All right, well, yes. So I love how you talk about your vocation and your, or how this is an art for you. So I'm going to do a song that I wrote recently to my muse. I've been in this phase where I've been writing songs. I wrote a song to my inner child. I wrote a song to my muse. I have a song start to my critic. That's not done yet. That one's going to be weird. I don't know. The critic's a jerk. I was going to say like a bad word, but I decided against that in this context. Sorry, I'm still tuning, but I'm almost done. Almost. Okay. To my muse. Make me an open vessel, keep me whole and keep me safe. I'm fierce as a kestrel and a forgiving place. I am a treasure tavern, help me share all my wealth. I know I will be happier than if I stay buried inside myself. Sharp as a switchblade and wise as an arrow, who knows where I want to go? Opening hurts, but I know what it's worth, and I won't settle for less. My scars in full view, I know you see them too, but I won't treasure tavern, help me share all my wealth. I know I will be happier than if I stay buried inside myself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have great news. I'm not going to sing. However, we need to celebrate just a little bit for this anniversary. Now, you're wondering, maybe 6 years and 12 years? What's that about? Well, 6 years ago, they got legally married. But 12 years ago, they decided they were going to be a couple, and they committed their lives to each other. So, we are here to celebrate. Happy dozen and happy half dozen. And we have cake. So bring in the cake. Yay. And please stick around and celebrate afterwards with this. Well, actually, we have 2 cakes because they can't agree on a cake. If only you knew. So that one is for Bren. Oh, excuse me. So that is Cindy's. It says happy 1/2 dozen anniversary. And this one is for Bren. Happy dozen anniversary. Yay. With all the rainbows we could find. So please see them after and enjoy the cake. We have vanilla and chocolate.
Okay, this is a chant. Happy anniversary again. Happy anniversary, Cindy and Bren. Cindy and Bren. Happy anniversary again. Happy anniversary, Cindy and Bren. One more time, one more time. Happy anniversary again. Happy anniversary, Cindy and Bren. All right. Cindy and Bren. One more of those. Cindy and Bren. Cindy and Bren. Yeah.
Wow, and that's fun. That was very clever, Leslie. Wonderful. Happy anniversary. And thank you for the beautiful message. And thank you for the homework. Remember, we wake up and we said, what is mine to do today? And then we notice how inextricably connected that power, purpose, and passion is to whatever we're going to do. And so we greet that with anticipation and joy and gratitude, right? It's awesome. Don't forget our practitioners are available right across the hall if you need a prayer pick-me-up or just affirm something celebratory in your life. You want to share that with a practitioner. Remember the wonderful House of Prayer gathering this coming Friday. The Center for Spiritual Living here loves the interfaith community and our connection with it and love to support that. And as pillars of that interfaith love and commitment. You can't underestimate what Rabbi Alan Bachman and his wife, beautiful wife, Andelin, have been to the Salt Lake community, especially the interfaith community. It is remarkable. There's going to be peace on this planet because of them and because of all of us. So good food and lots of fun this Friday, House of Prayer. Let's stand together and affirm this wonderful message this month. Do what you do best.
This is how I want to spend my time. This is how I want to spend my time. This is how I want to spend my time. Doing what I do best. I'm doing what I do best. If living it gets me high, and if I'm not just getting by, if I'm passing every test, I must be doing what I do best. This is how I want to pass my days. This is how I want to pass my days. This is how I'm gonna pass my days. Doing what I do best. I'm doing what I do best. If I never get the blues and life is too good to be true, if the answer is always yes, I must be doing what I do best. Go, Rory. This is how I wanna live my life. This is how